So we're here to celebrate the year of the rescue dog. We are Lauderdale House in Highgate, where the first part of the exhibition runs until the end of June, and then we'll be transferring the exhibition over to Burr House in Hampstead from the 11th of July, where it'll be running for 1 week.
And what's the goal of this show?
Okay, so the goal of the exhibition is just to promote some of the dogs that we've rescued over the years, some of our celebrity supporters, people and their dogs, and also to celebrate the rehoming of some dogs that we saved from the Yulin Festival in Korea that were brought over from the into the UK, and they've now all been successfully rehomed.
Can you just explain, obviously, about the photos behind you?
So these are some of the photos of the dogs that we saved from one of the meat farms. They came in via HSI, Humane Society, and these are some of the dogs that were rescued from the meat farm. So this little beagle was rescued from a meat farm in South Korea. We believe he would have been a working dog out there, possibly a sniffer dog or a police dog. He's now been rehomed and is living safely in Crouch End in North London. And then above him, we have Lucy. Lucy is also a meat farm dog. She's a Jindo, which is a sort of typical breed that they use on the meat farms. She's a really lovely girl, and she is also been rehomed and is now happily living in the Kilburn part of the world of London. Then we have above Tori and Rocky. They came together as a pair. We believe they could be siblings. Tori, we didn't realise when she arrived she was pregnant. They were so nervous out of all the dogs. They were the most feral, and we really couldn't get very close to them. We then discovered that Tori was pregnant, and consequently she had 3 pups that have all now been rehomed successfully. The puppies were born at our kennels, so they're much more socialised and living happy, normal lives. And below, this is Pete Wicks, who kindly comes along to visit us in our kennels. He's an Essex boy. Our kennels are in kennels are in Essex, Waltham Abbey, and this is Pete. One of the days he popped down just to get some dog therapy with Kenny, a Mastiff cross, who has now also successfully been rehomed. He was picked up as a stray. And this is the lovely Peter Egan, one of our patrons or ambassadors, and the lovely Ricky Gervais, who supports us a lot. This photograph was done at Burr House, myself there in the background with Abby the staffy in the corner. This was done at Burr House, where the next exhibition is. And we also have this little dog, Honey Bunny, featured in the exhibition, which I'll take you to afterwards. And this little dog here, Tallulah, who is now been rehomed and living in South East London with James Whale, the radio presenter, who's also a great supporter of ours. So I'll bring you over to the story about Honey Bunny, if you'd like to come this way. And this is a great picture of the lovely Honey Bunny. She's a Pomeranian that someone had living with some cats in the back of a cage in their property. Unfortunately, she came into us with a really bad leg, which we couldn't save. It had been left for too long, and we had to have it removed or amputated. So she's got 3 legs now, but she manages to hop around quite happily. This is Lucy, famous Lucy's Law, Mark Abrahams of Pup Aid. He set something up called Lucy's Law, which is to prevent puppy farming. And Lucy, Cavapoo, Cavachon, one of those kind of breeds that are very fashionable at the moment. She was adopted by Lisa, the lovely Lisa here, and was rescued from a puppy farm where she was used just for breeding. This dog here, we did a feature for a little while ago, a few years ago, when staffies were getting really bad press. He came in really undernourished, as you can see, almost the dents in his skull. He was so skinny. Sadly, he died. He couldn't be saved. He just was too weak at the point that we got him in. But this photo was taken by Martin Osborne, who's a great photographer, and he did that for us. At the time, we ran a campaign called Don't Judge a Staffy by Its Cover, and this little staffy was the campaign. We did it in memory for him. He never even had a name. He never got to even have a name. So, but fortunately, it's a little bit better now for staffies. They are getting rehomed at a much quicker pace. And then we have here the lovely Gary, who, despite having cancer, still decided to run the marathon for us and ran it successfully. We also have here the lovely Alan Carr, who is a supporter of ours, and that's a photo of him taken. He has got a couple of dogs from us, but this is Betty, a little dog that we've rehomed elsewhere, but that's the lovely Alan. Huskies, we are seeing an increase of Huskies and Akitas coming into animal welfare. They're quite hard to home. We get calls all the time from people saying they've got a Husky, they live in a flat on the 10th floor, the dog's going mad, it's chewing the place, and surprise, surprise, they come in for rehoming. Huskies should really be out pulling sledges 10 miles a day. There's a hint in what they do. Don't get them if you're living in a flat in London, unless you want to do a 2 to 3 hour walk every day, not just once a week. This here is the famous Abby. Here she is. She's come here today. Abby the Staffy. She's also our office dog. She's our mascot Staffy. She comes to all our events. She's got her own Twitter account where she gets tweeted every day, Abby the Staffy. For this part of the exhibition, that's all the dogs that we featured. We have got some more dogs. We are doing a bigger exhibition, say on the 11th of July at Burr House in Hampstead, where we'll have some more signed photographs from some of the celebrities, which we'll be auctioning off. The other purpose of this event is also to raise money, so all these photos are on sale, so we're hoping to be able to auction some of them off, particularly the one that Ricky has signed for us. Ricky has signed this photograph here, and he's also signed another photograph of one of the Yulin dogs, of the dog sitting in its cage. So there are a couple of signed photographs. If any of you are Ricky Gervais fans, which I'm sure you are, there will be a couple of items there, and we are doing a private preview the evening of the 11th of July, which will be invite only. So if you would like to come along to that, please contact the office on www.alldogsmatter.co.uk. That's our website, or info@alldogsmatter.co.uk if you'd like to email in. So I hope you enjoyed the little tour around of the exhibition, and thank you to WinkBall for coming along and doing this for us. We really appreciate all the work that you do and for covering lots of our events.